It is useful to determine. It is useful to determine weak electrolytes. Weak electrolytes means weak acids and weak bases. Weak electrolytes, degree of dissociation. Weak electrolytes, degree of dissociation. Alpha is equal to molar pi m by pi naught m. Pi m by pi naught m means what, ma? Pi m is equal to molar conductance at given concentration. Given concentration. Pi naught m means molar conductance at infinite dilution. At infinite dilution is also known as limiting molar conductance. At infinite dilution. So, according that both values, we can determine for weak electrolytes degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation alpha, we can determine the alpha is equal to the molar conductance of given electrolyte at given concentration by molar conductance of given electrolyte at infinite dilution. Means pi m by pi naught m is known as degree of dissociation. It is the ratio of pi m by pi naught m is known as degree of dissociation. So by using the degree of dissociation, we can determine weak electrolytes or weak acids ionization constant. So for weak electrolytes, ionization constant, ionization or dissociation constant, dissociation constant. Dissociation constant K is equal to, already in chemical equilibrium in that chapter, weak acid, acetic acid dissociation constant or weak bases dissociation constants. K or Kb value we have discussed. What is that formula? K or Kb is equal to C alpha square into 1 minus alpha. C alpha square into 1 minus alpha. So this is the formula for the ionization constant or dissociation constant. But alpha, we know that for weak electrolytes, alpha value is equal to pi m by pi naught m. So substitute that C into whole square by 1 minus pi m by pi naught m. Then here LCM is equal to pi naught m, means C into pi m square by pi naught m square to pi naught m minus pi m by pi naught m. Then here one square and it will cancel. Then this formula is equal to K is equal to C into, means concentration of electrolyte in terms of molarity, into pi square m by pi naught m. Pi naught m means molar conductance at infinite dilution, into pi naught m minus pi m. This is the formula. So by using this Kohlraasch law, by using limiting molar conductance for weak electrolytes, degree of dissociation is equal to pi m by pi naught m. According to that value, for weak electrolytes, ionization constant or dissociation constant K is equal to C pi square m by pi naught m into pi naught m minus pi m. Okay, it is very important, man. Let's see related formula, one question. The question is, the conductivity of 0.01028 mole per liter acetic acid is 4.95 into 10 to the power of minus 5 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. So the conductivity K value, this is nothing but conductivity is nothing but K. K value how much they given, 4.95. 4.95 into 10 to the power of minus 5 ohm centimeter inverse. Then what they are asked, calculate the dissociation constant. Calculate the dissociation constant. K value we need to calculate. And for acetic acid, if pi naught m means limiting molar conductance for acetic acid for CH3COH is 390.5 ohm centimeter square mole inverse. Ohm centimeter square mole inverse. See, pi naught m value they given, we need to find out K value. We need to find out K value. If the units ohm inverse centimeter inverse and here ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. So for this formula is equal to degree of dissociation constant. Is equal to, what is the formula for dissociation constant, The dissociation constant K is equal to C alpha square into 1 minus alpha. C alpha square into 1 minus alpha. But alpha value we need to calculate. How to calculate alpha value? Alpha value is nothing but alpha is equal to pi m by pi naught m. Pi m value they are not given. Pi m means molar conductance. Pi m is nothing but molar conductance at given concentration. But pi m is equal to pi m at 0.0 0.001028 molar is equal to, what is the formula, what is the relation between molar conductance and conductivity? K formula, K into 1000 by molarity. Pi m is equal to K into 1000 by molarity. So already we know that format. K value they given in the question. What is the K value they are given? 4.95 into 10 to the power of 5 ohm inverse centimeter inverse into 1000 by molarity they given. So indirectly at given concentration molar conductance they are not given. At given concentration molar concentration first we need to find out. After that we need to find out alpha. Then that alpha value we need to substitute in dissociation constant formula. In dissociation constant formula. Okay, students. Let's see. K value. How much they given? 4.95 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into 1000 by concentration. How much they given? 0.00128 mole per liter means molar only. If you simplify that, then pi m value how much will get? Pi m is equal to approximately 48.15 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse becomes. This is the pi m. Okay, now pi m value we got. The next important thing is alpha is equal to pi m by pi naught m is equal to pi m value how much they given? We calculated 48.15 by pi naught m value how much they given in the question? 390.15. Then after simplification we will get the value is 0.1233. 0.1223. Therefore K is equal to alpha C into alpha square into 1 minus alpha. C value how much, ma'am? 0.001028 into alpha value 0.1233 whole square by 1 minus alpha 0.1233. Then if you are simplified, then we'll get K value. We'll get a K value. K value how much will come from? Approximately 1.78 into 10 to the power of minus 5. 1.78 into 10 to the power of minus 5 mole per liter. Mole per liter will come. So like see here it is the important application of Kohlraasch law. So already according to the Kohlraasch law applications, what is said, ma'am? For weak electrolytes, degree of dissociation or degree of ionization alpha is equal to pi m by pi naught m. Pi m means the molar conductance at given concentration. Pi naught m means molar conductance at infinite dilution. At infinite dilution. But in the question, pi naught m value they given pi m molar conductance at given concentration. They are not given. They are given, but they given indirectly. How they given? Because conductivity or specific conductance value they given. Conductivity or specific conductance. Specific conductance at given concentration. They given. According to that specific conductance, then molar conductance is equal to K into 1000 by m. Already the relation we know that. Earlier class only we have discussed. Then at 0.00108 molar concentration, the molar conductance is equal to 48.15 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse we got. Ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse we got. Now the degree of dissociation or ionization constant formula C alpha square into 1 minus alpha. Then C value is 0.001028. Alpha value we got then 0.1233 whole square by 1 minus 0.1233. After simplification, then K value for weak electrolyte, because acetic acid is weak electrolyte. Acetic acid is a weak acid. Weak acids are called weak electrolytes. Okay, then cyanidation constant value how much? 1.75 into 10 to the power of minus 5 mole per liter. Okay, this is one important application, ma'am. Next. Another important applications from Kohlrausch law. From the Kohlrausch law, we can find out solubility of sparingly soluble salts. Solubility of sparingly soluble salts. Sparingly soluble salts like silver chloride, barium sulfate. This kind of solutions or this kind of salt solubility is equal to K salt into 1000 by pi naught m. 1000 by pi naught m. For K salt means is equal to specific conductance. Specific conductance of salt. Specific conductance of salt. So the specific conductance of salt is equal to specific conductance of solution minus specific conductance of solvent. Then the solubility of sparingly soluble salts is equal to K into 1000 by pi naught m, means molar conductance at infinite dilution. This formula important one. The next, so in that case solubility, molar conductance they given at infinite dilation, and specific conductance of salts they will give. Then we need to calculate the solubility of sparingly soluble salts. Solubility is nothing but concentration. Okay, is very important, man. And one more important application, we can determine the ionic mobility. We can determine determines the ionic mobility. Ionic mobility. Ionic mobility symbol is nu. Ionic mobility. So how to determine the ionic mobility? Ionic mobility is equal to nu is equal to ionic conductance. Ionic conductance by 96,500. 96,500. Ionic conductance by 96,500. For example, ionic conductance means cations are present as well as anions are present. For cations, ionic conductance mu plus is equal to ionic conductance of cation at infinite dilution by 96,500, as well as ionic mobility of anions is equal to ionic conductance of anion at infinite dilution by 96,500. So these are the important formulas for ionic conductance of cation as well as anion. And another formula for ionic conductance is equal to another formula for ionic conductance is equal to speed of the ions by speed of the ion by potential gradient. Potential gradient and potential gradient formula. Potential gradient formula is equal to potential difference between the electrodes. Potential difference between the electrodes. Potential difference between the electrodes means electromotive force only, ma. EMF value, electromotive force of the cell or EMF value of the cell. The potential gradient is equal to potential difference between the electrodes by distance between the electrodes. Distance between the electrodes. This is another important formula, ma'am. See, from Kohlrausch law important applications, first we can determine the weak acids or weak electrolytes, ionic conductance as well as equivalent conductance we can determine. The second one is for weak electrolytes, degree of dissociation as well as dissociation constant we can determine. Degree of dissociation alpha is equal to pi m by pi naught m. Then degree of ionization constant is equal to K is equal to C into alpha square by 1 minus alpha. Okay. The next third important application is we can determine the sparingly soluble salt solubility. Sparingly soluble salt solubility is equal to solubility S is equal to K into 1000 by means conductance of salt into 1000 by pi naught m. Molar conductance at infinite dilution. And another one is we can determine the ionic mobility. See here for ionic mobility the two formulas are present. One is ionic mobility is equal to ionic conductance by 96,500. So ionic conductance means that ionic mobility maybe belongs to cations ionic mobility as well as anions ionic mobility. Cations ionic mobility is equal to cations ionic conductance at infinite dilution by 96,500. Anions means anion ionic conductance by 96,500. As well as and otherwise with respect to speed of the ions, ionic mobility formula is equal to speed of the ion by potential gradient. The potential gradient is nothing but it is the ratio between the potential difference between the two electrodes. It's nothing but electromotive force between the two electrodes or in a cell by the distance between the two parallel electrodes is known as potential gradient. So these are the important applications of Kohlrausch law. Let's see next. Electrochemical cells is very important. Compulsory they are asking in board examination. Electrochemical cells is also known as galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Electrochemical cell. Electrochemical cell are galvanic or voltaic. Galvanic cell or voltaic cell. This is also called as Daniell cell. So Daniell cell is also belongs to one type of electrochemical cell. Or this electrochemical cells also called as galvanic cells or voltaic cell. What is electrochemical cell? Electrochemical cell means it is the device. It is is the device used for chemical energy. Chemical energy converted into electrical energy. Chemical energy converted into electrical energy, called as electrochemical cell. This electrochemical cell first constructed by Walter and galvanic. Hence, it is also called voltaic cell or galvanic cell. See, Volta and galvanic, both are scientist names. They are constructed the first electrochemical cell. That's why that electrochemical cells also commonly called as galvanic cells or voltaic cells. One important examples for galvanic cell or voltaic cell is Daniell cell. Okay, students. So electrochemical cell means it is the cell. Cell means battery, So that battery or cell is used for the chemical energy. It utilizes chemical energy. That chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Okay, students. So that is very, very important, Define electrochemical cells. Electrochemical cells are galvanic cells or voltaic cells. Means it is a device used for electrical energy is converted into chemical energy, known as electrochemical cell. See, the cell representation or cell diagram. See, the electrochemical cell contains two half cells. One is anodic half cell, second one is cathodic half cell. Or two electrodes are present. What is meaning for electrode? Electrode means a metal or non-metal is dipped in its electrolytic solution. Then is known as electrodes. Here the electrochemical cell or galvanic cell or Daniell cell contains two electrodes are present. The one important electrode is zinc metal. So here metal electrodes are present, Actually, electrodes are two types, metal electrodes as well as non-metal electrodes. Those are called single electrodes. So here two single electrodes are present. That single electrode is also called as half cell. See here, metal. The zinc metal I am taking. The zinc metal is placed dipped in zinc electrolytic solution, ZnSO4. Okay, and another electrode I am taking. That another electrode or another half cell. I am taking copper metal. This copper rod or copper metal present in or dipped in its electrolytic solution, that is copper sulfate. See, both electrolytic solutions are interlinked. Both electrolytic solutions are interlinked by U-shaped, inverted U-shaped tube. The inverted U-shaped tube is known as salt bridge. Then The salt bridge contains some important electrolytes, KCl or potassium nitrate or ammonium nitrate in agar-agar gel. In agar-agar gel. Okay, agar-agar gel, and is used for the, it is used for maintain electrical neutrality. So for maintenance of electrical neutrality, the both half cells are two electrolytic solutions we are interlinked with salt bridge. Salt bridge is nothing but it is inverted U-shaped tube. Inverted U-shaped tube. This is U-shaped tube. Inverted means reverse ulta. Inverted U-shaped tube is acts as a salt bridge. It contains important electrolytes KCl or potassium nitrate or ammonium nitrate present in agar-agar gel. Present in agar-agar gel. Here this side and this side we have to keep just cotton buds, then that gel will not come into the electrolytic solution. Just it maintains the electrical neutrality of ions, electrical neutrality of positive and negative ions. Now these two metal rods are connected with metallic wire, and here we need to connect the metallic wires. We need to connect what voltmeter. This is voltmeter. What is the function of voltmeter? Voltmeter is useful to determine whether current electricity is generated or not. If the electricity is generated, then the voltmeter have one indicator is present. That indicator will deflect. I think in physics practicals it will come. So voltmeter and all present, whether the electricity is generated or not. So that is the importance of voltmeter. If the voltmeter is deflected, means it produces current. Now the electrons are transferred. This is the zinc rod is present in zinc sulfate solution. It acts as an anode. Here the anode is negative electrode now. In electrochemical cell, anode is negative electrode, but in electrolytic cell, anode is positive electrode. And cathode is positive electrode. It acts as a cathode. Cathode is positive electrode. So the two metal rods are connected with metallic wire. That is the construction of a electrochemical cell. Just what I explained construction, how that electrolytic cell is constructed. So then what happens the zinc, this electrolytic solution, the zinc metal lost electrons. It undergoes oxidation and transfer electrons. It produces 2 moles of electrons. Then the electrons are, through metallic wire, electrons transferred from anode to cathode. Electrons are transferred from anode to cathode, and current flows from cathode to anode side. That is reverse The flow of electrons. Why the electrons are transferred? Because at anode, what happens? Always oxidation takes place. Because the zinc having excess of electrons, it lost that electron. That electrons are transferred through metallic wire, and that electrons. Then what happens? Copper plus 2 ions. Copper plus 2 ions accepting that electrons converted into copper metal. That copper metal is deposited copper rod. Then the electrons are externally the electrons are transferred from anode to cathode. Then the current will flow from cathode to anode direction. Cathode to anode direction. Then the voltmeter will be deflect. Then they generates electricity. They starts electricity. They produce current. They produce a current. That device are known as electrochemical cells. So in that what happens? They utilize the chemical energy. They utilized the chemical energy converted into electrical energy by the dissociation of chemicals, the dissociation of electrolytes as well as dissociation of metal. Then they produce some electrons. That electrons are useful to production of current. Electrons are useful to production of current. What is current? Current is nothing but flow of electrons. Flow of electrons is known as a current. That is the construction of a cell. Let's see working of cell. Construction and salt bridge completed. Next working of cell. Working of cell. How that cell will function will takes place. How it produce electricity. The first point is zinc. At a zinc metal has excess of electrons undergoes oxidation, undergoes oxidation, transfer electrons towards cathode side. That's why the zinc at anode. At anode, what happens, oxidation takes place. The zinc solid converted into zinc electrolyte. Means anode decomposition takes place. Then convert into Zn2 plus and transfer electrons. Now the electrons are transferred through metallic wire, and copper has a deficiency of electrons. Copper rod doesn't have more electrons. That's why copper plus 2 ions in electrolytic solution. Copper has in plus 2 ions present. Then copper plus 2 ions accept the electrons